Secret Lairs are like Justin Timberlake beatboxing in a song. It comes out of nowhere, but you can always count on it to happen. We've got a new one to talk about today.
And also make sure to stick around to the end of the video. We have an important announcement about Magicfest. Let's get into it.
Special thanks to our Patreon supporters who power our channel. Check out our Patreon for monthly giveaways, exclusive content, and even a starring role in our fan fight series. Link in the description below.
Hello and welcome to the day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
I'm Jake.
I'm Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. We've got Secret Lair April Fool's Day. We've got MTGGPs. Wow, that's a mouthful to say. To chat about. But first, if you wouldn't mind, go down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It lets us know you're watching.
Yes, and an important announcement before we get into the video. We are going to be ending the channel in 1 month, but we wanted to do as many videos as we possibly could. It just isn't going to work out.
But we're going to have a strong last month.
Yeah, it's going to be a strong last month. We appreciate everybody who has watched up until this point. Let's go ahead and talk about the new Secret Lair.
We had a new Secret Lair announced today. It is Secret Lair April Fools. At least that's what we're going to call it for the sake of levity and brevity.
And this is not a joke. So let's just say that these cards that you're looking at are real and they do exist. We don't know when they're coming out, but it will be soonish.
Yeah, so this is kind of a strange one. They already had this available or ready to go, I would assume, for April Fools. However, because of coronavirus and all of the related fallout from that, they will not be printing these immediately, and they're not even selling these immediately. What they're planning to do is today showing them off and encouraging us to, as good people, go and donate to Red Cross. Okay? The other thing that they've said is that these cards, these Secret Lairs, will be delivered to LGSs for free. Jake, am I getting all that right?
That's correct. Like mystery boosters, like the relief initiative that Wizards of the Coast recently announced to help out local game stores, which are suffering along with many other businesses because of the coronavirus. Here we are talking about the coronavirus again, but it is here, it's at our doorstep, and we're dealing with it. And just like those mystery boosters, they are supplying these at no cost to the LGS for the LGS to figure out what they want to do with them. Up to their discretion. I'm sure some people will use them for prizes, some people will sell them straight up, maybe some people will open them and crack singles, but the cards that you're looking at, you will realize are extremely notable cards.
Yeah, they've released 4 meme cards, essentially, and as far as desire to have these, I would want these in so much as it would be funny if anybody ever opens my trade binder for these to be across the top row. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
and these are also good for if you're like having a cube and you like to have fun and like troll people. Yes. You know, like when you're But
other than that, they're a novelty collector's item. Obviously, you know, this is a charity play for them. I would assume that the original plan with these were to go to some charity and they make no money off of these, or some kind of split like they did with the Women's Day Secret Lair drop. But they did get very popular artists. Noah Bradley, Titus Lunder. Look at this Noah Bradley art. They even let them have fun with it, it seems. He's got a meme in the card behind the actual soldier himself. They've got a meme of the jealous boyfriend looking at the soldier. The pose is very obviously, I don't know if you follow Noah or his wife on Twitter, but it's very obviously one of the poses from their artist's reference set that they sell.
Yes.
You know, and they've got Stormcrow here. We've got Goblin Snowman.
The thing about Stormcrow, if you don't know this, the big thing that Stormcrow was played in back in the day was alongside Force of Will when that was out, and people would pitch Stormcrow to Force of Will, and that's why Stormcrow was actually played. And then late game, it would be a 1/2 flyer if you needed to get in the air and peck on through. But mainly the reason Stormcrow exists and why it's a meme is because it's the card that you pitch with Force in order to counter a spell.
So here we've got the art for Mudhole, and I've got all the art, so I'm going to kind of go through them here. Jake, you wanted to talk about the most important effect to have ever existed.
I mean, I guess it has a niche effect, but the card is just awful. It's I would never play it.
No.
I mean, if you know that your playgroup is just filled, like, and we're just talking about EDH here, but if you know that your playgroup is filled with a bunch of degenerates that are just going to recur wastelands and Bajuka bogs, then maybe you would want to run that card, but I don't know.
I don't know. This is something that is going to be used at the LGS level, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's a very cool other way for Wizards to support their LGSs right now in a major time of need. But overall, you know, this is just kind of a novelty one coming out. Again, this is a novelty collector's product. It's not even going to be a financially high collector's product. Although, to the right buyer, this is the kind of thing that might have the kind of scarcity for players to value it highly, just as a, hey, look what I've got.
Now, I know everybody watching the video is thinking this right now, so we're going to go ahead and address it. You're sitting there going, okay, obviously these cards aren't super impressive, but the trend with every Secret Lair is that there has been a stained glass Planeswalker or some sort of accompanying card. And so it could be a really big meme that all of a sudden in these April Fool's Secret Lairs, we start to see, you know, I don't know, like stained glass Karn, stained glass Ugin, you know, maybe some of the stained glass planeswalkers that we haven't seen yet. And I know there's a few. There aren't many, but there are a few. So just something to keep in mind. If you're a collector, I think it's a cool product. If you're just into the Secret Lairs, it's a cool product. But as far as like functionality, it's probably going to be a pass for me. There's just so many Secret Lairs that I can't really, I don't know.
Right.
I just can't really keep up with them.
And they're not all for you. And that's really been, I think, our point since the beginning of Secret Lair is that
unless you're a completionist, and I feel bad for you if you are. Like, I really do. If
nowadays,
you just, like,
especially, oh my god.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It's not just get a foil set anymore. It's get all 3 versions of the foil set and every little special thing that comes out.
Well, that's what we have for the next Secret Lair that's going to be coming out as an additional relief initiative to local game stores. We talked earlier in the video, and I hope you stuck around because we're going to talk about Magicfest. And at this point, we will say that, unfortunately, given the continued global health situation and this is from Channel Fireball, updated guidance from the government and public health officials, Magicfest's Toronto, Prague, Seattle, Valencia, and Providence are canceled. We will continue to closely monitor the situation and will provide an update on the July Magicfests, which are Minneapolis, Liverpool, and San Jose in early May. Obviously, they share the disappointment. Anything that was purchased will be refunded if you've registered for any events or packages. At any of the canceled events, those purchases will be automatically refunded. So just so you know, I mean, like, we have a Magicfest in Vegas in August. I hope that it is a go, but at this point, it's kind of like up in the air, and we're just kind of at the mercy of the situation and however best we can contain it.
I'll say this about it. We're still on the upward part of that bell curve that everyone has seen. This is going to keep happening. I wouldn't be shocked by any of these kinds of announcements. We can start hopefully looking forward to this sort of thing slowing down and everything kind of opening up and going back to normal. But until we have crested that curve, we are still going to have lots of cancellations. So something like this is not surprising and probably a good move.
Yep, I have to agree. I mean, it's just something that we have to deal with, and it's part of life right now. And you know what? Hang out with us while you're inside. Make sure you check out all of our other videos. And you know what? Until next time, I think I'm tapped out, man.
I'm tapped as well. We're not closing down the channel.
April Fools.